joining us with more reaction, former Speaker of the House. He, too, a Fox News contributor, Newt Gingrich. You know, I look at President Trump. You went out on a limb for him also. There was a few of us, not many. And look what he's done. Tax cuts, biggest in the nation's history. Deregulation, largest in American history. The judges he said he would appoint, he appointed. Getting the money to build the border wall, found another way, got it. Nancy Pelosi's pretty ticked off. Then you add to that trade deals with Japan, Canada, Mexico, Western European allies. NATO's paying more, and China now is at a 27-year low in terms of their economy and economic growth, and 11-year low in their currency. I'd say there's a lot of winning in there.
Well, there's a lot of winning, and I think it's important to recognize that no matter what the news media does, there's a core base of 45% of the country that frankly ignores all the noise, focuses on what's working, notices, for example, lowest black unemployment in history, lowest Latino unemployment in history, lowest female unemployment in history. And they look at that and they say, this is a pretty good deal. And in the last year, we had a very substantial increase in take-home pay, a combination of wages going up and the tax cuts. So again, you've had people looking around thinking, this is all working. And then they watch the Democrats promise basically to destroy it. So you're going to have this contrast that is this wide between people who want to make America work and people who want to cripple America. And I think that's going to be sort of the core underlying theme.
They come back from a long vacation, Mr. Speaker. They got beaten up pretty bad. The Mueller report, they put so much faith, hope, and trust in, didn't come back the way they wanted. And the first thing they come back, we'll pinch you over everything, even if it means some of our members that are in Trump-dominated districts, even if they lose, and knowing the Senate will never go along. Is there any one thing that they're advocating for to advance the condition of this country, help people get jobs, build the economy, create a safer country for us? I can't think of any. The new Green Deal doesn't cut it for me.
No. No, look, I mean, there are individual Democrats who have ideas that are interesting, particularly some of the newer and younger members. But overall, the Democratic Party has now fallen off a cliff. And, you know, just take the example of Elizabeth Warren promising that she'll issue an executive order to ban all fracking in the United States. Now, fracking is a technology which has enabled us to become the biggest energy producer in the world. It has lowered the cost of energy in the U.S. It has recreated the chemical industry in America, which is a very high-income industry. It has helped us against the Russians and the Saudis and the Iranians. And she comes along, and I don't think the Democrats realize there's going to be county after county after county. Eastern Ohio, Western Pennsylvania, where there are a lot of folks who are making a living because of what's happened with fracking. And basically, she's the guaranteed unemployment candidate. And I think what you see is the Democrats running into these kind of things as a group. I mean, it's the most left-wing lemming group I've ever seen.
Look, I mean, I don't know if McGovern was this far left-wing, but Joe the moderate is signing on to the new Green Deal, which would be an economic catastrophe. You mentioned Pennsylvania. Governor Ed Rendell has no faith in Joe 330. More gaffes this weekend. Look, I don't even want to see his medical records. Whatever they are, let him keep them private. I'm looking at a guy that aged, to me, like 20 years since he left office. He has no energy, You want to be president, you've run for president, Mr. Speaker. You better have your A game on, and you better have your energy level up, and coffee's not going to cut it. You have to have the passion and the drive to do it.
Well, I think that Biden's almost sad. You watch him, and I find myself flinching because you're watching a guy who clearly shouldn't be in the arena anymore. I'm not sure he ever should have been because he, twice before he had to drop out as a presidential candidate because he just couldn't do it. But watching him now at this point in his career and watching him make mistake after mistake, the Washington Post reported that in a 3-minute period, he made 7 factual errors. Now, if you're a Democrat and the Washington Post cites 7 major errors in 3 minutes, you have a big problem.
He lost the New York Times and the Washington Post He's going to lose this primary. I don't see how he gets out of it. Mr. Speaker, great to see you again. Welcome back. We miss you when you are away.